This is another episode of Talks with Tyler ISD, a podcast about the passionate people who have a heart for students. This podcast is brought to you by Texas Bank and Trust. Thank you for joining us for Talks with Tyler ISD. I'm your host, Jennifer Hines, and today we have with us our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Lani Norman. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good
we appreciate you being here.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Yes. Well, tell us a little bit. You are new to Tyler ISD. Tell us a little bit about your background in education.
Well, I started off as a high school English teacher in the Houston area, and then I moved up to North Texas and continued that path. It was then I started really getting into school leadership, and I applied for a job as an instructional coach at a campus. And that's when I really found my passion for curriculum and instruction, supporting teachers, growing them in professional development opportunities. And from there, I went into campus leadership as an assistant principal. And then I took my first job as a curriculum director, and I've never looked back.
And so you have kind of had several stops along the way in leadership roles. Tell us about some of those roles that you've held.
Absolutely. So as a director of curriculum instruction, there were opportunities for me to launch an instructional coaching model, provide quality professional development, and also during that time, I was district school improvement coordinator. So the opportunity to lead in different capacities and work with teachers, work with my team, and then district leadership has just been a wonderful experience.
And I also understand that you went to the Vanguard Academy of Learning. Tell us a little bit about what that is and what you were able to gain from that.
Absolutely. So when I was an instructional coach, they launched this program, and I was on the leadership team. And so from the beginning, I got to be with teachers that applied, our first cohort. And basically, it was a year-long program where you applied to get in, and basically you were considered a master teacher. But what's great about this is that even though they were, master teachers, they were in it because they wanted to continue to learn and grow. And so you would have your colleagues come into your classroom, provide feedback on their observation, and then as the coach, I would facilitate that conversation. So basically, it was just a different form of professional development, but to work alongside teachers as they set their own goals, their own targets, and what they want to learn and grow in, and to be open to that feedback, I just think says a lot about our teachers.
Wonderful. And you got your bachelor's from A&M, so
Yes.
go Aggies.
Big
and then, but then you also went to UT, Arlington, got
Yes.
your master's. And then what about your doctorate?
So I went to UNT, go Mean Green. So I think I've got all the colors.
You got all the colors?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've covered the state there.
Yes. But UNT, they're known for their program in educational leadership and developing superintendents. And so it was a great experience.
And so you finally relocated to Tyler along with your sweet dog, Cooper.
Yes, we are officially Tyler residents, and we are loving this charming city. Cooper is loving all the parks and our walks.
Oh, yes. We do have some beautiful parks out there. Tell us a little bit about what attracted you to Tyler ISD.
Well, from the beginning, y'all's mission and focus on successful student outcomes, I knew I'd been tracking the data and the performance over the last few years when I was interested in coming here, and I was just so impressed, and I know that you do not reach those goals if academics is not your top priority. And so just to be a part of the leadership team and continuing that work as overseeing curriculum and instruction, it just was a great opportunity.
And of course, I think you probably had a little bit of pull with Dr. Gropel, or one of our deputy superintendents here. Y'all have worked together previously.
Yes, so we go way back, and so the opportunity to continue to work with Dr. Gropel, of course, I was excited to come to Tyler.
Well, we're very excited that you're our Chief Academic Officer here at Tyler ISD. Tell us a little bit about what that means. What does that role do for those that may not know?
Absolutely. So basically, the main part is overseeing all of curriculum and instruction and assessments for the district. So everything from pre-K to grade 12, we're responsible for that. Also, that includes some programs like Head Start and pre-K elementary programs. And then, of course, our fabulous teaching and learning department, they oversee our professional development for the district.
So you're really focused on the students and the academics there, but you also are focused on the teachers and making sure that they are getting that continuous professional development so that they can be the best teacher that they can be in the classroom.
Absolutely, and that's one of my favorite parts of the job. And when I'm able to be with our teachers and to design professional learning experiences for them that impact our students in the classroom, well, that's why I do what I do.
Well, tell us a little bit about the campus instructional leadership teams, because that also is a big component that y'all work with.
Absolutely. So I partner with the other chiefs of school leadership, and we work closely with the principal, the assistant principal, and the master teachers on the campus. And so through that, we have monthly meetings where we engage in learning experiences together. We design them for our campus leadership team, and then we also go on instructional rounds or walks on the campus to actually see the implementation of some of those practices, and especially, the area that I oversee, which is the curriculum part.
So tell us a little bit about your first 100 days, not only new to Tyler, but new to Tyler ISD. I'm sure you've had a lot to learn since getting here, and kind of how has that gone? What has been your focus?
Well, it has been a wonderful experience transitioning in the summer. So really, I first sat down with my team. I met with them twice, one-on-one, and then we started our team meetings. And so that was all of our curriculum coordinators and directors. Then I officially have finished all my one-to-ones with all the principals in the district. And
that's a lot.
Yes, that's a lot. And so, but what was wonderful about that is I got to go to every campus. And let me tell you, Jennifer, you probably know this, but there is nothing greater other than smiles on kids' faces than to sit down with the principal and to see them talk about their campus and their vision for their campus. They just light up. And it was just, I look forward to them when I saw they were on the calendar, that I got to go to the campus and meet with them one-to-one.
Well, it's also great, too, to see how all of the schools are different, because they do have different programming, or they have different leadership styles. They have different things that they collaborate on. So it is really cool to see kind of the personality of the campus.
Absolutely. And it was great to just see how we can continue to support them, because that is the purpose of our department, is to support our campuses. And, one of the things I was also impressed with is our beautiful facilities.
Oh, yes.
I'm just blown away by all the campuses and what y'all have done here. So I'm excited to be a part of that.
Yes, we've been very blessed by the taxpayers and the community for these gorgeous facilities. It's been a 20-year process, and we're finally wrapping up with building a new Hubbard and a new early college high school. And so once those get built, it's kind of like tying the bow on that entire transformation. So super excited about that for sure. So looking ahead, as we're going into this, well, not going into the school year, we're in the school year, what are your top priorities for the 22-23 school year?
I want to continue our great successful student outcomes and our academic performance. Part of my role this year will be seeing our curriculum and making sure it's aligned with our assessments, with the STAR redesign. Also continuing to provide quality experiences, professional development for our teachers. So that's really going to be my focus, and then partnering with the other chiefs of school leadership and our campus principals as we continue that process of school improvement and our end goal, which is successful student outcomes.
Absolutely. Well, talk to us a little bit about the STAR redesign. Parents may not realize, most of us have heard of STAR, obviously, but many don't know that it's recently been redesigned, and so things do kind of have to shift.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, the good thing is Tyler is on top of this. Even before, I transitioned in the role this summer, we have already been testing online. Students, our local assessments are online so that students can practice those question types. We also engaged in professional development over the summer with our teachers about what does a STAR design look like. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to see, even though there's changes, Tyler ISD is ahead in preparing our teachers and our students for this test.
Wonderful. Talk to us a little bit about the professional development side. I think that's a wonderful thing that teachers looking to come to the district would want to know about. What are some of the different professional developments that are provided, or where are y'all expanding professional development?
Absolutely. Well, I have to tell you, Jennifer, from the first time I got here in June, I was able to see my team in action with professional development. And I've been in a few districts, and I just have to tell you, I was blown away by the quality of professional development that we provided in-house, but also who we brought in from the outside to be in front of our teachers. And so we continued that in August, and I think that's what makes this district so unique. We do have a teaching and learning department, and their focus is to provide those quality experiences, assess the needs of the district, and then how we can provide that quality growth opportunities for our teachers. And so exactly with the STAR redesign, guess what our focus was getting our teachers ready for the classroom this year with that STAR redesign. And so we intentionally designed professional development opportunities around that.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Well, Lani, thank you so much for speaking with us today. Is there anything that you would like for either an employee, a parent, maybe even a student that is listening to this podcast to take away from our conversation today? Anything that you would like to share with them?
I think just that Tyler ISD continues to provide learning experiences for our students and our families, and to be able to be a part of that, I'm just excited to lead those efforts.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for tuning in to the latest episode of Talks with Tyler ISD. If you would like to hear more news about the district, be sure to download our Tyler ISD app. You can find that in the App Store, or you can sign up for our district newsletter at get.tylerisd.news. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Texas Bank and Trust. Subscribe to Talks with Tyler ISD on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify. Please share this episode with your friends and family.